You over-imbibed a little bit during the holidays. We get it. Today, we're going to let you start the new year with some good, sessionable beers.
You know, many brewers will serve you a flight of small samples of beers. You may be missing that flight.
You may be ending that. With Lew Bryson, I'm Glen Macnow from the Giant Supermarket in Jenkintown for an all-new episode of What's Brewing.
You want to save big on groceries this season, and when you shop at Giant, you'll save bigger. With simply low prices across the store and bonus buys down every aisle, you'll save bigger on whatever's on your grocery list. From game days, to Sunday soups, to cozy cups of coffee. Sweater weather is saving season, and at Giant, you can save bigger. Shop Giant, save bigger. Giant, for today's table.
Hey, welcome to What's Brewing. I'm Glen Macnow. This is Lew Bryson, host of Seen Through a Glass podcast. We're doing our show from a supermarket today. This is the Giant in Jenkintown, where they have this great beer garden. We're going to be talking to them about that because you can now buy beer in a supermarket in Pennsylvania, Lew.
It's like we've come into the 20th century.
Civilization. Anyway, you heard in the tease, we talked about the holidays are past. You probably had a bit. You probably had some hefty beers, so we're going to help you start the season with some easy drinking, sessionable IPAs. That's our swap today. I brought you a Bell's Lighthearted IPA, which is, of course, a takeoff on their iconic Bell's Two Hearted, one of really the famous, I said
beer.
Iconic, and that's what I'll go with. The quintessential, I would say, American IPA. This is a smaller version of that, 3.7% Centennial hops, Galaxy hops. See, it's got the same grapefruit taste I get from that.
It does.
But I will tell you,
It's got less body.
it's definitely got less body.
Yeah.
It's this is the first time I tasted it, okay? And I'm not delighted with it. It's a little thin, which is my fear with this, okay? It's kind of toasty, kind of citrusy, but Bell's does great products.
They do.
And they kind of have the two-hearted, four-hearted, that theme going. Meh. You?
I
What'd you
would
bring?
drink this. I would drink this.
You would drink
Oh,
this?
yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
good. Now, here, guess what? It's all yours. All right, what'd you bring?
I had to stay local. I got New Trail from up where I am. This is their 24/7 hazy
Okay, yeah.
session IPA.
Oh, okay.
So, figured
I'm
you'd
all
like
in.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
let's have a
As
look.
you're pouring that, let
Yeah.
me ask you, I hear talk
Uh-oh.
that somehow you were instrumental in the move toward lower alcohol, sessionable.
Availability. Yeah, I had a
Yeah,
role in
what's
that.
up with that?
I just saw an opening, a need for that, and maybe, as I like to think, I maybe just kind of heard that before anybody else did, picked up the whispers.
How long, when were we talking about?
2007?
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah,
15,
yeah,
20
and I
years
mean,
ago.
Founders All Day IPA was the first really national one. I mean, Yard's Brawler fit
Yeah.
in the bracket right away.
Okay.
So, yeah, I pushed it. I had a couple of articles written about it. Got interviewed by people. We had a session beer festival down here. Wow, out in the northwest
Okay.
suburbs. Yeah.
I like this better because I'm drinking beer now. I'm not
See,
drinking
the
watered down beer.
mouthfeel
I'm
is
drinking
there.
beer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it because it's a hazy?
I think it is.
Okay, that works.
Yeah.
How do they just bring down the alcohol. They're not just watering down the beer.
No,
right?
no,
So
they're
how
not
do you
just
take it
adding
from
more
a
water.
6 to a 3.7?
Okay, so a lot of time you're putting less malt in to begin with, but then you're also having a more active yeast. You get more attenuation. It's eating up more of the sugars. So you want to aim at it in a couple different directions. That would be one of them. Make more fermentable sugars go in there, stuff like maybe a little bit of honey. Anything that gets all chewed up and doesn't leave a lot of residual sugar.
Okay, by the way, What's Brewing is brought to you by Valley Forge Tourism and Montgomery County Make It Montco. What do they lose?
Well,
This one-
body,
this-
as we
yeah, I mean,
as we
this
already
one-
found out. Yeah.
This one lost a lot.
Yeah.
I brought you some others here that I like. This one, I'm with Conshohocken Brewing. This is the Hazy Life Coach IPA, which I'm a big fan of. Stone Dayfest IPA. Sunshine Daydream from Fatheads.
Fatheads.
You'll see there's almost a theme in the name.
Oh, yeah.
Southern Tier Smooth Rye, their Sessionable IPA. Single Cut out of Brooklyn. They make good stuff.
Yeah.
I'm taking this
Yeah.
one home. That's
Okay.
their 18 watt and Founders
The
All
classic,
Day,
yeah.
which we've talked about before. Okay. Moral of the story?
There's a niche for it. Well, there's more than a niche. There's a category for it. People like these. I mean, Brawler sells well for yards.
Yeah, not an IPA.
No.
More of like a
Yeah.
ESB, but yes, a low alcohol and a
Yeah.
very tasty beer.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
There you go.
It
All
can
right.
be done.
All right. Fun story. It happened about a month or so ago that we never got to. Last month, a raccoon broke into a Virginia liquor store, got into the booze. Eventually, you're going to see the video here, passed out drunk on the bathroom floor where it remained unconscious, sprawled out like roadkill until the next morning. The people came in, they called the cops who arrived at the store. So I said unconscious rodent. You said it's not a rodent?
No, it's a bear. It's more closer to a bear. Yeah.
How much of
Well, a
this have you
small
had?
one.
All right. He was later taken to a shelter, slept it off, and released back into the wild with a great story to tell all of his friends, and was immortalized. I saw on a Saturday Night Live
Yes.
skit, which was actually pretty good. All right, let us go to our pal Jim Martin at Lower Merion Beverage and see what he's got coming up early this year.
Hi Glenn, this is Jim Martin at Lower Merion Beverage Company. I'd love to show you some of the great beers we have here at LMBC. These are my favorite cold weather beers to share. I love when customers ask, what's something different? Here's 3 answers. Weyerbacher Blasphemy from Easton, Pennsylvania. Bourbon Barrel Aged Barley Wine, rich and decadent. Boulevard Strawberry Barrel Aged Stout from Kansas City. Dark chocolate meets fresh strawberry. Founders DKML out of Michigan, malt liquor reimagined. 3 unique beers, all high alcohol, all interesting. So come on down to Lower Merion Beverage Company located in Montgomery County off Route 30 in Ardmore, Pennsylvania, and let us help you find the right beer for the right occasion.
Water, grain, yeast, hops. Simple things made special by finding the right time and the right place. The same goes for this place where every tide and every visit brings something new. For a good time, for the right time. Ship Bottom Brewery.
Welcome back to What's Brewing. Lew Bryson, Glen Macnow at the Giant Supermarket in Jenkins. What do you eat?
Beef jerky. Sorry, I saw it. I couldn't help myself.
It's the Cam Jerky. We actually did a feature on that a few shows ago. It's the Cam Jurgens jerky.
That's really
which
good.
I am not a jerky guy. Mike Sealski liked it. You like it, so
Oh, my teeth are still holding
he's
up.
got
so.
something, he's got something going well. By the way, What's Brewing is made possible through the support of Valley Forge Tourism and Montgomery County Make It Montco. Make sure to get the Montco Makers Passport app and check out all the great Montgomery County breweries. I am drinking the aforementioned Hazy Life Coach IPA, fairly low ABV thing, and you got...
Yeah, I
look at
didn't
you,
do
look
that.
at Yeah, I see that. You're right back to digging in.
Yeah, I
huh?
am. I grabbed a Troganator Double Bock. It's
Okay, so
yeah.
here's the thing. When we do the show, we try a lot of beers, and we have a lot of fun doing it. We're professionals, okay? But when you go into a bar or brewery, sometimes you know what you want, sometimes you don't.
a
Sometimes
new
you want to
place.
sample what's there. For years, you could order up a flight.
Yeah.
It's a way to get the lay of the land.
Yeah, and they went from anywhere from 4. I've seen them up to 12. It's crazy.
Okay, 4 or 5 is the
Yeah.
usual number. Okay, now some breweries are pushing back and saying we're not going to serve flights. Why? I'll give you a couple of statements. This is Chris Loring, brewer at Notch Brewing in Massachusetts. Your favorite?
Love that guy.
You like that? Okay.
Yep.
He says, I don't think anybody should be drinking out of 4-ounce thimbles. It's not the proper head. It's not the way beer is poured normally. You're just not going to get the full experience of the beer. You say?
I agree. I mean, I like getting a glass at least this size. Chris serves in half and full liters.
Okay. Also, Paul Wheeler, co-owner of Haynes Brewery. Some beer styles clash with each other. Going back and forth from one style to another in succession is a bad idea. It numbs the taste buds.
I think that's overstated.
Okay.
On the other hand, as we've mentioned, we are professionals.
Yeah, okay. I think, honestly, a lot of the pushback is there because it's time-consuming for the bartender.
Yes.
It's a pain in the neck to pour. You got to collect and wash all the little
It
glasses.
slows things down.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that's why I don't order them. It's like I feel like a
Why
bad
don't you just
citizen.
inject it right into your veins? Lou, is there, if we're going to drink a flight, is there a proper way to do it?
You know, first off, anything with smoke, high hops, or sour, or a lot of fruit probably ought to go last.
Okay.
You know, drink that last.
My rule has always been, when I've got flights, is you start with the easiest drinking one, the lowest ABV one, a lager, a pilsner, you work your way up.
Yeah, because otherwise that stuff's going to get blown away by the stuff like this.
And you definitely don't go back and forth within it. Like, oh, I'll have this, I'll go back to that.
I go back and sample.
You're not.
I'm a heretic. I know.
That just doesn't seem right.
I live life differently.
If Lew Bryson were king of the world, would your owner of a brewery, would your brewery sell flights?
No, I would sell half pints, but I would not sell flights. Just saying.
You're such a snob.
I'm the king of the world.
Yeah, you're the king of the world. Another story. On the other hand, and this is a real on the other hand, New York Times recently had a piece that the latest trend in dining in New York and maybe elsewhere is mini meals accompanied by mini drinks. Why? Because of the growing number of people in this country on GLP-1s, Ozempic, Wegovy, things like that.
I was amazed at how many people are on it.
Yeah, well, by the way, those help you lose weight by suppressing your appetite. 8 to 10% of Americans now take GLP-1s.
Wow.
30 to 35% of them have shown interest in taking them, according to a 2024 study. And a study found that 63% of people on Ozempic eat and drink considerably less when they go out to restaurants. I say brilliant.
Yeah, absolutely. And especially anything that helps restaurants survive.
Yeah.
Great.
Okay. Consider this. Clinton Hall in New York City is the restaurant that this story focused on. For $8, you can get a bite. So I'm going to show you a picture here. A bite-sized burger and fries. I think it's a 2-ounce burger and fries paired with a miniature beer, wine, or margarita. It's a 2-ounce patty, 1.5 ounces of fries, and a 5-ounce drink. It's a kid's meal for the 21 and over.
And for $8.
$8. You sit there and watch. By the way, that bar, you can watch the game, sit there and do it.
Yeah.
I think this is a great idea. You know, the serving sizes in American restaurants now versus what it was 15 years ago is insane. You used to get a plate. Now you get a plate.
I mean,
I find
restaurateur advice, I think it's good advice.
I think it's great advice.
Yeah.
All right. Coming up, Lew Bryson takes us on a tour of Maryland as our What's Brewing road trip goes just 2 hours south.
Yeah?
Lew Bryson, Glen Macnow. That's right. We're at the Giant in Jenkintown. It's What's Brewing. Hey, Andrew. As the year draws to a close, I can't help but be excited about everything 2026 has in store for our great city.
Yeah, 250th anniversaries don't come around very often. You know, if you need a place to celebrate, Conshohocken Brewing Company has 4 great locations, great for any social gathering or event.
Right. For more than a decade, our Conchi Tap Room on the Schuylkill River Trail has been the place to go in Conshohocken.
A Conchi classic, a great hang post ride or anytime.
And how about right here at Puddler's Kitchen and Tap in Bridgeport? We're always hosting friends and events.
Absolutely. Whether grabbing lunch or beers riverside in our beer garden, Puddler's Kitchen Tap is a great choice for any event.
And if you really want to go all out, our King of Prussia Tap Room always impresses.
You know, that's where we make the magic happen. A huge space for social or business gatherings with food, a full bar, and great views of our brewery, too.
And lastly, Rec Room in Phoenixville, fun for the whole family.
In the heart of downtown Phoenixville, Rec Room is always a fun time. 2 floors for dining events and live music too.
Local beer, great food, full bars, and unique space to host any size gathering. Conshohocken Brewing Company has something for everyone. Hey, welcome back to What's Brewing. I'm Glen Macnow. This is Lew Bryson. By the way, Lew's got a book out right now. Tell me about the
American
book.
Whiskey Masterclass.
It is a brilliant and beautiful book. You should get this
It
book.
is a gorgeous book.
It is a gorgeous book, and there's actually words in it, and they're pretty good too. We are at the giant grocery store in Jenkintown. We were walking around before. They have an amazing selection of beer, plus they have wine. They have the ready to drink cocktails.
Yep.
They got it all. We're going to talk soon to the gentleman who runs this kind of thing, and just the change in grocery stores in this state is like, I applaud that.
Huge.
Okay. By the way, get inspired for your next trip to Valley Forge in Montgomery County, PA with their official visitor's guide. Discover top attractions, local restaurants, learn more about the arts and culture venues, explore our outdoor offerings, and much more. Log on to valleyforge.org. Lew, it is time for our weekly beer road trip, and you're going to take us just a little bit south down to Maryland.
The free state of Maryland. Maryland, we think of as a small state, but
Yeah.
it's actually amazingly huge. It stretches from the Bay and Eastern Shore and all the beaches. Then you got Baltimore and Annapolis. You got Civil War history around Frederick, and then you have skiing out in the Appalachians, out in
Wow.
Western Maryland.
All right.
Yeah, it's
What do you
amazing
got for
stuff.
beer?
Well, beer. I mean, we have Sweet Baby Jesus.
Oh.
You can't-
Pour me some. Explain to people what
Sure.
that is and how that came to be like a thing.
Well, I think
Is
a lot
as
of it
big
is
as
the
was-
name, but the beer is good.
Is it as big as it was a couple of years ago?
I don't know.
Okay.
To be honest.
And it is what?
It is a chocolate peanut butter porter.
Yes, it
which
is.
I know it is not our usual thing, but as I like to say about these, when it's well done,
Yeah, it's pretty good. You know, this is to me, and I say this a lot. It's a fireplace beer. It's a
oh yeah. And
last
it's-
beer of the night, 10:30.
none of the stuff's overdone.
Sitting in my living room, cat on my lap, drinking this kind of thing, reading the Lew Bryson whiskey book.
There you
That's
go.
how this thing is best appreciated. Okay.
Baltimore, always been a great beer town.
Yeah.
Duclaw, Heavy Seas.
I like
There's
this.
a,
It's been a long time.
gosh, the Guinness Open Gate. And
Yes.
then there's a
yes,
fabulous,
the Guinness Open Gate is actually a very cool thing. If you're a Guinness fan, you don't have to go all the way to Dublin.
you have to get to, there's a brew pub in town, Brewers Art. Been there forever, over 20 years, great place, New Orleans style bar in the basement. And then out in the valley in Frederick, there's Brewers Alley, another old school brew pub, great food, great beer. There's just these things scattered all over. Evo Brewing on the Eastern Shore.
Nice.
Cushwa out in the Panhandle.
So
Some
here,
great beers.
here at the Giant in Jenkintown, they carry these, and this is the Flying Dog Blood Orange IPA. I'm a fan of Blood Orange. It is a lusty 8%.
It is a lusty 8%. Interesting. Flying Dog started in Colorado and wound up in Frederick.
Okay.
I mean, they moved all their operations there.
So get to Maryland, enjoy the beer. It is time for our photo contest, and we asked for pictures of you drinking a beer with a brewer. We got some good ones. This is Brian Parker hanging with brewmaster Garrett Oliver
Gotta
of
love
Brooklyn
that.
Brewing, enjoying a Black Ops barrel-aged chocolate stout.
Classic.
Speaking of these kind of things.
Yeah.
Bill Cancro with our pal Bob Barrar of 2SP, supporter of the show.
Oh, man.
We're a fan of
Bob Barrar, yeah.
Stephen LaMonica, this is him with Sean Lawson of Lawson's Finest. Now, either Stephen is diminutive or Sean is really tall. I don't know that I've ever met either of them.
I don't know.
Sean's
I've
got
not
some
met.
height.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And John Stevenson with our pal Tom Keogh of Yards Brewing. This is at the Phillies game in London when they went in 2024, 2023, 4, whatever. Hey, we want to pay tribute to somebody who passed away a couple days after Thanksgiving, and a big name in beer and bars locally. Paul Stako was the owner of Big Charlie's Saloon in South Philly. He passed away at age 59. Big Charlie's somehow became a mecca for Kansas City Chief fans in Philadelphia, run not by a guy from Missouri, but by a guy who started loving the Chiefs back in 1970 because his
I
dad,
love this story.
when he was a little boy, his dad made a bet on Super Bowl, what would it be, Super Bowl IV, where the Chiefs beat the Vikings, and he shared the wealth by giving his son a bicycle.
What a guy.
So the kids started loving the Chiefs
Yeah.
and ended up owning this bar. Dick Vermeil, who coached the Chiefs in the early 2000s, even stopped there one night to surprise everybody. and pay his respects. We give a toast to Paul Styko, who, did good service to it. All right, coming up. By the way, I have not had this beer in probably 10 years. I'm surprised how much I like it.
It has not lost a step, right?
No.
Yeah.
It's a chocolate peanut butter
I know,
beer.
I know.
I'm almost embarrassed.
But it's good. It's a bitter chocolate, so it got an edge to it. I like that.
It's really good. All right, coming up, we're going to talk to Colin Heap. Colin is the man. See this Empire beer behind us? That's his baby.
He's
We're gonna
the
talk,
emperor.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that. Lew Bryson, Glen Macnow from the giant grocery store in Jenkintown. It's What's Brewing. Hey, welcome back to What's Brewing. Look at that. Lew Bryson, Glen Macnow. We are at the giant grocery store in Jenkintown. I'm going to eat sushi, but I'm going to ask a question first. This is Colin Heap. Colin has the enviable job. You are what is called category manager, which means you get to pick the beer, the wine, the booze, the other booze, the ready to drink, for 160 giants throughout Pennsylvania, what is it, West Virginia, Virginia?
Correct.
Yes. That's a very cool job.
It is. I always say it's a tough job, but somebody's got to do it.
Okay. When I moved to Pennsylvania in the late 1980s,
Yes.
I'd grown up in upstate New York. I'd lived in Massachusetts, Florida, Michigan. I could walk into a supermarket. I could walk into a gas station and buy beer. It was not that way in Pennsylvania.
No.
How did we get from there to here?
So it was around 2010 or so that we were able to buy the eatery licenses, and that gave us the ability to sell beer in the grocery stores. There were a lot of restrictions. You actually needed, in those days, to have a separate entrance into the beer garden from the outside.
Right.
So we wouldn't have been able to have a beer garden in the back of a store like we have here. Around 2016, we got the wine part with Act 39, Governor Wolf signed. That brought in the restaurant license, which allowed us to sell both the beer and the wine, and took some of those, modified some of those restrictions.
Is there a hero in this story? Is there somebody who really carried the torch for this?
The hero is the consumer, because the consumer really said, we
fourth
want the
beer.
convenience,
Yeah.
we want the shopability, we want to be able to do everything one-stop shop. And that's really what Giant has tried to accommodate, is letting our customers are already coming here for their groceries, so let's make sure they have a good experience in the beer garden as well.
Well, let me just one more, and I'll give it to Lew. I mean, what is nice is you really have a nice selection. So Lew's drinking a Shiner out of
I
Texas.
am. It's their leftover Christmas beer.
Okay, I've got Sterling Pig Hellas, local brewery out of Media. And what do you got? What are you
This is
drinking?
Bell's Two Hearted, one of the OG IPAs.
Yeah.
You're the guy who decides what gets on the shelves. What goes into that? Because as you said, you've got you throughout the Commonwealth of PA and other states. How do you decide? I'm assuming it's different in different stores and parts of the state, right?
It is. We meet with all the suppliers, and that's the national suppliers as well as the local distributors. So we're really listening to what they feel is the best innovation, what they're bringing into the market, and what's been the best sellers for our companies and our customers. Each year, it's really ends up being a 9-month process. We start in September with bringing in new items, and we don't end until the end of spring the following year to get all those resets done. We do 5 weekly waves of beer resets, and then come back and do 5 weekly waves of wine resets to get all the stores done.
So do you have a good taste in beer? You got a.
I'm a big craft beer guy myself. I lean towards the IPAs, so that's what I love. Yeah. Yeah.
That's my kind of guy.
It's a job you should be passionate about if you really want to do it right.
Lew?
What, roughly, how many brands do you have of beer?
Yeah. We carry about 400 SKUs of beer
Okay.
in an average store, about the same thing on the wine side. And now we've added in those ready-to-drink cocktails, those Surfsides and High
That's
Noons.
recent, right?
Very recent in PA, just started in September of 24. Yep, so we just cycled a full year recently.
Okay. And do you say you have stores in Virginia, West Virginia, and Pennsylvania. Are the setups different there?
Well, it's a lot different. There's no PLCB, obviously. So we're not buying the product from the state on the wine and RTE side.
Right.
Everything is direct store delivery from the suppliers.
Okay.
So it is a little bit different in that regard.
And do you have different beers in them? I mean, I know, well, we talked about this section back here. It's more local. You
Yeah, we
that
have
in
right behind
everywhere?
us is our seasonal flex, where we have seasonal beers, and we also have the flex part of it is local beers. So we try to support the local community and local breweries So that would, if you went to Virginia, you would see like Devil's Backbone, right?
Okay.
Very big brand.
Right.
On the cider side, you have Bold Rock.
Okay.
So those are brands that wouldn't really be featured here in PA.
Right.
So the assortment definitely does vary.
So we talked about how far along Pennsylvania has come. What would help you more so? What could they do now to make it even more civilized? We got to the 20th century.
Yes.
How do we get to the 21st?
Probably what my customers say the most is that the transaction limit, they would like to see that.
Which is what?
It's 192 ounces on the
which
beer
is
side, so roughly a 12
two,
pack.
yeah, 12
Yes.
pack of 16 ounces.
Yeah, so no cases, no kegs, none of that type of stuff here. People really do love the mix of six.
Yeah.
You know, so that's
Which
probably
which is what?
that's it, where you get to make up your own six pack
Yeah.
with all the various assortment of beers that we have in the case.
Love that. I
If we
grabbed this
treated
from-
that as
from that,
one
yeah.
SKU, that would be our #1 item.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yep, they
People
would.
really do like variety.
They love it.
Wow.
Okay, and also I would think the other thing that people would eventually like is I would like to be able to go to one register
Yes.
Yeah.
and buy everything.
Yes, customers do say that they'd like to ring up everything at the front. Right now, you know, we have a licensed area. That's what we're sitting in right now. We call it the beer garden.
Very
The state
nice.
calls
Yeah,
it the
you got
licensed
chairs
area.
over there. I can
It
sit
has
there
its
and
own dedicated
I
register.
can eat my sushi and drink my beer over there and have a nice
Right,
lunch.
right.
while my
Everything's here.
Wife's buying the groceries.
But the alcohol does need to be rung up here in the beer garden.
Okay, if Colin Heap could have only one beer on the desert island,
Wow.
what's it for you?
It's Treehouse Julius. That's one of my favorites.
oh.
Which we can't get here.
Yeah, I
By
know.
the way,
I
by
know.
the way,
Not a Pennsylvania beer.
Lew and I did last year beer from all 50 states. Actually, the season before that, beer from all 50 states, and that was our #1 beer.
It
It
is.
is my #1
It's a
beer.
classic.
Next time I go up to Massachusetts, I'll bring some back.
Okay.
Thanks
Thank
for
you,
having us.
gentlemen.
We've enjoyed ourselves so much.
Appreciate it.
We're actually going to go sleep in the back and come back next week.
Like a raccoon.
Yeah. Lew Bryson. Yes. Glen Macnow. We'll see you from Giant next week on What's Brewing.
Cheers.